Right, testing. Mic on. That's good. You always need the mic on. Let's see, is it up and running? Yes, it is. So, welcome everybody to the 97th edition of the WALDEN live stream. I am your host, Dr. Wasabi, and it is a beautiful sun-setting day here. Oh, I had the volume up a bit too loud there. As I said, it is a beautiful evening here where I'm streaming, and of course it is a lovely day here in Walden. It's a bit misty today. Today we're going to be doing some lovely house building. I'm thinking kind of a townhouse-esque vibe near the church and all that. But before I do that, I'm going to get the thumbnail up. I'm going to get the links out. So if you guys need to do anything, please do it now. It'll take a few minutes to get everything sorted for the stream. Oh, it's good tea. Let's get some intro music up.
There's a dark and troubled side of life.
I hope everyone's doing well.
With care and strife, then the side that plays a happy part. Till your span of life is done, find your place beneath the sun, and the sunshine will brighten up your heart. Keep on the sunny side.
I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. I know I am. If you just joined, we're going to be doing some nice townhouse building, similar to what we've done over there. And of course, we have the wonderful atomic London bus we made last Friday. Okay, the thumbnail is up. Let's get those links out, folks. And don't forget to like the stream if you like my content. Go. Welcome everyone who's just joined. I'm just getting the links out, so if you need to do anything, please do it now. So if you need to get a snack or do a job, do it now.
Will drive away your head. Keep on the sunny side.
Always on the sunny side.
Keep on the sunny
I hope everyone's having a fantastic day.
It will help you every day. It will brighten all your way.
If you want, you can put in the comments how your day's been so far. I'll read it in a secundo. Here. Oh, it's a bit slow today, internet-wise. I do apologise if the quality cuts out somewhat. We've had some trouble with the internet because of power cuts. Not power cuts to my house, but power cuts to our internet provider. So I do apologise if that happens, folks. We're going to have a great stream today. We're going to be doing some house building. You may have heard me say this about 5 times before if you've already joined, but to those who've just joined, we will be doing some nice New England townhouses here in wonderful Georgetown, which is where we are now. And there's also the place where we built our atomic London bus, which we made last Friday. I heavily encourage you to check that out. Welcome everybody who's just joined.
Sunny side, keep on the sunny side of life. It will help you every day. It will brighten all your way. If you keep on the sunny side of life. The sunny side, keep on the sunny side.
Two more. We're nearly there. Well, we're nearly there, folks. Right. And of course, never forgetting the folks on Planet Minecraft. Let's give them a good old link. Linksy doodles. And we are done for everything here. Welcome everybody who's just joined. If you do like what I do, please like. It is heavily appreciated. Today we're going to be doing a nice townhouse. Well, we're going to see how many we can slot in. So something along the lines of this build, which we've done here. So kind of general build vibes along like this is going to be brick, some granite, and of course a similar colour palette to what we're doing here. Welcome Reese Hayward. Welcome everybody who's just joined. Oh, my foot. I'd love to know how your day's going. I know mine's going pretty good. Let me get out some chill beats. Oh, that's so cringe. There we go. Right, let's begin. Now, the kind of size I want for our houses, I think it will be better to lay out the kind of overall size we're going for here. So maybe we want something like, do you want like a little path over here? Because the trouble is, it gets a bit slimmer down the road, so we'll have to compensate for that. But we could have it that, let's do something like that. And then maybe something like that. Now I am trying to get into this kind of planning design where you kind of put out plots and kind of do it, because how I usually do builds oftentimes is I just how do I put this? I kind of think of it and just build it and then move on to the next one. But obviously, so yeah, sometimes you just got to bite the bullet. Find out some good old builds. So let's see here, all very nice. I'm trying to keep it at an odd number here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7. Okay. Looking good. Let's shave this off a tad. And then we can move up here. Now, of course, I am doing 2 blocks at a time because you don't want to have the trouble of having wallpapers clash against each other when you're doing the interiors of these builds. Of course, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. Bloop. So please, folks, if you be so inclined, please share the stream if you like it. It would be heavily appreciated. So I think here's where we'll cut the path out. Kind of give our tenants a bit more space. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. Bam. And of course that kind of, you know what, that kind of fits in nicely with the design we've got here. So we do that. And we just kind of budge it up against the wall. Yeah, a bit of a slow start today. 92. Oh, up to 3 views. Welcome everybody who's just joined. It's very nice to have you with us on the Walden Sea livestream. We're just doing some planning out some builds so far, and then we're going to get started on some nice townhouses, which are making in lovely Georgetown today. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. How's everyone doing? I'd love to know how your day is. Can we fit one more inside here? Is it possible? You know, let's have a go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. You know what? That's a perfect fit. That's quite fortunate. Oh, thank God my off the top thinking actually lines up. I didn't say that. But right, so I think we should start with this build. So let's see, what kind of blocks do we want here? I'm thinking netherite and brick, kind of an industrial feel, an old feel, because you gotta think about the age of these buildings sometimes. Now, of course, you don't need to go entirely within the space of the border here. So what we might want to do is do something like kind of push this back here and have it so this, which is the border itself, doesn't actually get in the way. If that makes sense. Yeah, so have it like this. 4 blocks, just so it doesn't clash with the wallpapers inside, and then it's all coming together now. 1 second, and then we do that, and then we pill it up. How tall are we gonna make this? Oh, the cat's outside, having fun. My window is open. It's been quite a warm day. I'm sure everyone's been basking in the sunshine today. It's been very warm. Very enjoyable. And then we can have another window over here. Dude, those cats are really going at it. But I don't know what they're doing, like clawing out each other's faces, sorry. Before I go on, I just want to say, if you do like what I do, if you like my content, please like and subscribe. It's heavily appreciated on the stream, and of course it bumps me up in the algorithm, so a like would be appreciated. So we're just building up a brick wall here. So it's almost I always say building in Minecraft is almost like making clay. You gotta sort out the shape first before you kind of shape out the details. So that's what we're doing. We're just adding a bit of clay, or you know, our kind of first initial shape before adding the other details. So let's block that out. Just building this up. Obviously, we won't have it like this big plain wall over here. We will build it up. Of course, we'll build this up. You know, it would be easier if I did commands 1 second. I'll fill this one up and then... I don't know, what do you think, folks? Do you think I should put in commands, like do fill commands, or just do it by hand? Like, oftentimes it is quite boring seeing someone just type in a bunch of commands and then have it appear. Like, I don't know, what do you think? Okay, so we got our overall shape together. Now to add some details. So I think for the kind of overall outcropping here, we're gonna do a nice. Let's say this will be where the door is. So let's get in perhaps some polished diorite, and then what we can do is kind of build it up like this. Of course, it doesn't look like anything yet, but that's just because we haven't done some detail on it. So let's see how high our floors are going to be. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and ceiling, and then floor. So walls will be like that. So this will kind of indicate our floor and ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4. It seems we've done a bit higher than anticipated. That's okay, we can always shave a bit off the top. So welcome everyone who's just joined. Ooh. Now I think we should change the blocks for the window border. Let's see here. Have some nice warped planks, kind of give it a bit of definition. And then what we can do is do this, which adds a really nice kind of imprint there. Maybe something like that. No. I don't know, what do you think, folks? I think we should push it up one. I know, like, there's something about 2-block windows which always bugs me. I don't know about you folks. So like that. Okay, now that's getting, yeah, that's a lot better. That might just be my building bias. I'm not sure. What do you think, folks? Now let's add a bit of detail on the sides here. Let's get out some andesite walls. What can we... Ooh! Warped fences. Now we're talking. See, it's all about adding detail. You kind of put in your base kind of colour, and then you kind of go into it with the details and the kind of contrasts. And you make something beautiful like this. And I think what we can do to add a bit more definition behind these pillars is we add another row of netherite. Now obviously if you're in survival, do not use netherite as a building block. And then what we can do is use, I don't know, we could use polished diorite here, and then like so. And add some nice iron bars. And then of course add some lovely glass panes. I think white stained glass will do nicely. And then obviously we can shave off this bit. Maybe take a sip of my tea. Oh, bloody hell, that's nearly cold. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, how's that looking? Not bad. I feel like we need to add a bit more. I don't know about you folks. I think in the pillars we need to add a bit more definition, a bit more detail. So let's bring out some grey concrete, some kind of darker blocks, just so we can change things up. Let's just replace that. Okay, so some nice cyan terracotta just to break up the wall, and maybe some. What else can we put in there? Some granite, some polished granite, and what else? What else can we do? Of course, some nice terracotta, maybe some light grey terracotta. Let's just do a random mishmash. Break up, and then we can fill this all in with grey terracotta, like so, because it just adds so much to your build. When even if you have a flat wall and you just add it with a bit of texturing, like I'm doing here, it makes such a difference. I think we touched on this in my how to build better walls in Minecraft video, which I think I uploaded last week. If you want to check that out, it gave some great tips on how to better decorate walls in Minecraft. So if you got an empty space, you just looking a bit bland, then maybe that can help you out. Give some nice stuff like this. Come on. Why is it breaking up like that? Why do I keep missing breaking blocks? What's happening? Boom. Take it slowly. That's it. Bit more on perhaps this side. There we go. So what we can now do is add the kind of I don't know what you'd call it, the machiculations. That might be a castle thing, but you know, the kind of lip at the top of the building, which is what we're going to do. Then we can have that wrap round, and then have some sort of I don't know, I wanted to show that there's been some kind of layer or something behind that. So what we can maybe do is kind of break a lot of this up at the top here, and like add like a separate layer of texture that's using roughly the same blocks we used before, but just a bit more frequent, just so you can know, you just know that there's kind of a line of difference in the build. Of course, let's use some science just to make that a bit more clear. Like so, of course we can add it off the top of here, and here. But of course, we need to knock out the windows as well. EV4, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the WALDEN C live stream. I'm your host, Dr. Sabi. How are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic day. I know I am. Okay, so we got our first kind of house design out the way. That's kind of nice. JLo1811 saying amazing build for Subby. Thank you. I did try. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably do the outsides along the side here first, because it kind of gets the overall built out of the way, and then I can do interiors at a later date. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave them as husks. Don't worry. I know that's been a big complaint on my world, that I kind of forget about builds after I've done them, and it's kind of like leave empty and hollow. But that ain't going to happen. And while I'm doing this, I just want to say, if you do like my content, please like and subscribe. It is heavily appreciated and bumps me up in the algorithm, so more fantastic folks like yourself can see my content. So let's give us a nice slab of stone. Now, lag. What's happening? What's happening? Okay, we're having a bit of a lag moment. Did we just freeze? I think you might have frozen. That's very strange, it hadn't happened before. Ah, well. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to close the thing, because it might close the stream. One second.